Vincenzo'S Go Crypto Investing bell notification, like the channel, subscribe, and share, as we are the top rated and top cryptocurrency and XRP insider and influencer here on YouTube or on social media. And we're built upon truth and integrity. We're not paid, we're free, we're unbiased, and we give our straight own personal opinions on the market. And we call out the criminal gangsters that have infiltrated the United States government, the Federal Reserve, and the world banking system to manipulate, especially the cryptocurrency market, the stock market, the gold and silver bullion market. And we're here to give you the information and education that you need and breaking news to make an informed and educated decision, while at the same time holding the utmost integrity and truth and fact-based information that we can give you. And we call out the charlatans and crypto influencers that have been infiltrated by the said criminal gangsters that pay these people to fleece, heist, and shyst and keep you confused, docile, and stupid while losing large, big bags of fucking your hard-earned money to these fleecers, these heisters, and these shysters that are selling you courses, selling you classes, selling you misinformation, and promoting a false lifestyle that you're never going to be able to achieve. It's only a big infomercial, and you need to sidestep and audible those infomercials. And here's some news. Ripple CTO XRP Army with his recent stuns, XRP Army with his recent tweet. XRP fixes this, and he was showing traffic and how XRP is going to get around the traffic, right? Because their technology can fix this. But I believe that was just nonsense to bring attention to what's going on. And this is more bigger news. Whales secretly accumulate billions of XRP. Recent sentiment on-chain data vendor reported that large XRP wallet or whales, otherwise known as, continue to accumulate massive amounts of XRP. 221 wallets, which previously held between 10 million and 1 billion XRP, now hold 16.13 billion XRP tokens in total. The amount of XRP is worth a staggering $8.1 billion. But the accumulation and the price of XRP went up 6.5% while that accumulation was taking place, but now has dropped again 5.4% as of when this article came out. So you can see some whales are buying massive amounts of XRP. And then another breaking news that we need to talk about is we have multiple rulings from the SEC and or delays on spot ETF prices for Bitcoin. And it's got $15.5 trillion on the line right now. And you can see the SEC, the Bitcoin price has rocketed in 2023. Now, after the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission delayed, this is the breaking news, its decision on closely watched spot Bitcoin exchange trading fund ETF application by Cathie Wood's ARK Invest. The Bitcoin and crypto market is braced for a fury of SEC spot Bitcoin ETF decisions led by the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock, right? And between the end of now and the mid to later part of September, they either have to rule in favor, rule against, or like they did in the spot Bitcoin Cathie Wood ETF, delay the decision. And that could have an immediate impact on if they grant one of them, the price could pump. If they push one off or decline one, the price could dump. A US listed spot Bitcoin ETF could be meaningful, as it would also be associated with a significant market push that could benefit the asset class. Marcus Thielen, head of research of Matrix Port, wrote in an email, right? So these are some things that are going on and that you should be aware of. And if we go and look at the current price on, what did we have? We had a comment from an old friend. I believe his name was XRP Sniper, amongst various others. He's a very original OG. And he had a question about some prices. Where are you at, my man? Get rid of that. Algo, I told you, Mr. Anderson, I am accumulating 10,000 algos, and I have accumulated like 52 or 5,400, and most of them were bought at about 10.25 cents. But we're trying to go up to 10,000, or we will get there. Here we go. Here's my man. User, just random numbers and letters. Uh, blah, 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 blah. I need AGIX, DIVI, and space chain. Let's see. Let's start with AGIX and DIVI. I remember those briefly. Don't get mad at me. I'm just going to put these in the dead coin, my man, because DIVI, let's take a look at this. I remember looking at this before. I thought, I do. See, way back in the day. And you can see DIVI has collapsed since the last time I looked at this. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this, our VP volume indicator for DIDI, we're going to extend that. And I have this in my dead zone for a reason. And you want this to get to a very, very low price. And unfortunately for DIVI, it's in price discovery to the downside. It was once at 17 cents and it's now at 0.0027 and falling. I believe this thing is going to zero or pretty damn close to zero. Could it have some kind of big bounce on the way there? Yes. But you're looking for this to go lower. It's below the mean of the volume that continues to tank. It hasn't had a green monthly since 2021. This thing is going down, and I would recommend, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would recommend not buying this for any amount of time because I don't know anything about this company, but this chart's telling me this coin is dead and this coin is going to continue down. Even if it has intermediary pumps, it is going down and there is no green candle in a monthly time frame, which means any significant move to the upside that can or will be traded. And if you're looking for it to go down, just continue watching the price go down because this thing could drop 50% in a day and it ends up down here. And it looks to me like it's going to go all the way down somewhere near zero. And I can't even give technical analysis on this because this seems like a project that fleece heisted and shisted a bunch of people. If this is one of the coins that you're talking about, and it's going to be a long road to recovery as that thing looks to be dead and it's appropriately in. You have exceeded the limit, putting all these fucking rules on shit. Let's get rid of some of these. I don't know what that is. Get rid of that. I don't know what that is. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Because we want to get a GIX for our lovely subscriber on here. We'll just put the tether price. Fuck it. Oh my god. Scroll that down. Cancel. AGIX. This thing can't be. Oh my god. This thing is that bad. My man, what? I remember telling you about this coin. Not to be pompous or arrogant or anything, but I remember when this coin, AGIX, was up here and I was saying it's a useless dead coin and I would not get involved in this. I remember taking some slack from you, and then I believe somewhere, maybe here, it had a huge little rally from the bottom of this wick to the top. It was probably in there somewhere. It had a big rally. And I said this is a dead coin, and this is another coin I would not recommend buying if you're looking for a spot to buy it from where the current price is. If it breaches these two lows, anything 20 to 40% below that each time, buy some and then hope for a rally up to some kind of overhead resistance. Some overhead resistance on this coin would be you could take this, run it down, resistance, resistance, and the weekly time frame, resistance, 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 and you could run it all the way down on resistance. And then you could do the same thing with the support area, support, 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 right? And run it all the way down. And you could say you've been in one big falling channel, right? So your next logical area of support, if it falls to the downside in the next this year at any time would be somewhere right around here at the bottom part of this channel at about 11 cents, right? And this thing is falling and falling fast. AGIX was all the way up here, approaching 54 cents, but $1 or 11 cents would be a good area that you could look on a big capitulation to the downside, and then you would look for it to break above the upper resistance of this falling channel at 18 cents, and also simultaneously at the same time, you would want to see it break over in the VP volume indicator in the history of the coin on here you'd want to see it break over that area and then make a run at the VP volume indicator. That's all the way up here at about 24 cents, and we know that area is always red. So we're going to make it red, and we're going to make it darker. Right up there, the VP volume indicator. You'd need to break above this falling channel that's in blue to make a run up at 24 cents, but I don't see that happening in the immediate future or the immediate short term, and I would wait for a nice bounce off the 11 cents that can maybe run back up to 16 cents and then maybe try to make an initial breakout out of this, right? So that's what I'd be looking like there, but those are not coins that I know anything about, but the technicals show me that they might not have anything going on anytime ever, but you do your own research, and that's just a little bit of technical analysis I can give you. The XRP price, looking at it after the news, we're going to see the 15-minute time frame, and we're trying to form some sort of short-term bottom after we broke out of a pattern. And if we break to the upside, I would look to retest this 53 cents or the bottom part of this falling wedge that we were in after the great pump from the judge's news. I would look for a retest of this area on a break to the upside, something similar to this. And then if you're trying to get short-term bullish and flip this bearish sentiment, you get on top of it, hold it as support, and make a run up at the upper area of upper resistance after flipping this shorter term resistance back to support, and then make a run up here at the 56, 57 cents at the upper part of this pattern. And you say, well, Vincenzo, what pattern are you talking about? And I'll show you. I'll zoom out to the 4-hour time frame and show you this is the falling wedge that we've been in ever since we had the great pump from the news from the judge. We pumped up, hit upper resistance, came down, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, and then we finally broke out of it when we had that 20% pump, right? So that's what we're looking at here. And if you break to the downside, you're coming to 42 cents for a local double bottom. We know that. And if you break that, you're coming in to the VP volume indicator.